Fox and Friends has become the five. They are here.
Yeah, literally.
Pretty much.
And we're so excited to have you guys on the couch this morning because you guys are the IT team to bring in 2017 tomorrow night.
Yes, we're the only ones that agreed to do that.
Did you not have plans?
So last year, it was really cold, and Kimberly, boy, I got to tell you, we stood outside for 3 hours straight in the heels and everything. Towards the end, this is a little secret that no one really knows. If you took the camera shot down, her feet were so cold they were wrapping them in blankets and stuff just to stay warm.
I was just like on like a little pedestal thing. You could put me on a wedding cake.
And what about your heels?
My heels are fine. Thank you for asking.
He was great. He's all toasty, but we did have a fantastic time last year. It was really incredible.
And what we did last year, right before the show, we did some stuff for Fox Broadcast, and we were down in Times Square on a stage, and we're walking around, and it was amazing. The energy was crazy. So we said, hey, next year if we do this, let's get right down in the middle, and that's where we're going to be. We're going to be on 42nd Street.
We're going to be right in Times Square.
We're going to be right in the middle of it and just getting down and talking to people.
You're going to be down with the
And Kimberly, if it gets cold, just snuggle with people.
That's the thing. The last time
there are some volunteers.
There are some volunteers. The brave
many would love to come over for that.
Yeah, the NYPD. By the way, they have that place locked down. It's so safe. Come out, join us. It's fantastic. NYPD does a great job.
And kind of military there as well.
But they all wanted to take pictures with Kimberly.
Obviously.
Yeah, you're going to be second.
And I was a good photographer.
Aaron takes the photos.
I take the shots.
Bolling was taking all the shots, and so we're doing that. And then I'm like, hey, Bolling. And then I was with Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh, so nice.
So many people were down there like, hey, Bolling. Then I said, hey, Bolling. He's like, oh, my gosh, what now?
So you're teeing all this up on the 5 today, as well as getting into Russia and all the other big stories as well.
Russia, big stuff, man. Vladimir Putin laughs off President Obama's sanctions. That was fantastic, right? Oh, yeah, I know. I'll be the bigger man of the two. But the good news is I really think it is a great news because it doesn't box Donald Trump into a corner when he becomes president, you know? So he can come in and say, look, we can continue this relationship, this dialogue that we've had.
How does he handle that? Because any move he makes will be perceived as pro-Russian or pro-Putin. I mean, what's his...
What's the move, Pete? What's the move? We got rid of some diplomats that were spies anyway. We closed down a couple of spy centers. Putin clearly says, I don't have a problem with it. I think this is great for our foreign policy going forward.
I call it impotent rage because it's really not doing anything. Like President Obama says he's very angry about this, and I get it. We shouldn't have the Russians meddling in any kind of way with any kind of intentionality in U.S. elections. Nevertheless, if you had advanced knowledge of this prior to this occasion, why didn't you do something before? Instead, you're doing it right on the heels of a new administration coming in, and you know, President like Donald Trump will not be boxed in by anybody. So he's going to do what's in the best interest.
At least President Obama was far ahead of the curve about Russia being our biggest geopolitical. Oh wait.
The reset button. I'll have a lot more flexibility after I get reelected. Here's the thing, though. What is it, 21 days now until he leaves office? Now, he's done two things. He's done the UN resolution, the vote against Israel, and the Russian thing. All you got to say, like, hey, thanks, Obama. Can you just hand over the keys and have how about this? How about a nice, smooth transition of power to the next administration?
Well, both Donald Trump and Barack Obama at the beginning, it was like a bromance. Finishing each other's sentences at the White House. It was supposed to be 15 minutes, and it was an hour and a half. We were getting along. A couple of days ago, Donald Trump was tweeting out, I'm done with this. You know, that it's not as smooth.
But then they talked on the phone, it sounds like, 2 days ago, and probably said, let's not publicly bash each other. It's not good for anybody.
So I was filling in for O'Reilly this week, and I had Reince Priebus on last night, and asked him about that. I said, you know, from here, from my perspective, it looks like President Obama is throwing a lot of roadblocks to the transition of power, the road to transition. He said, you know, we're talking, they talked, like President Obama and Donald Trump spoke on the phone. Valerie Jarrett is talking to Kellyanne. You know, and it goes on and on. The administrations are talking to each other, and that's a positive sign.
But no one likes to talk about when things are working, right? Things are smooth in any way. So we want to get your thoughts on this story. We've been debating it all morning long.
We have to get their thoughts on this.
Millennials apparently are killing the dinner date. Instead of asking someone out to dinner or to
no more dinner and asking out for dates. It's Chick-fil-A and Starbucks.
You know,
why?
It's Frappuccino.
Well, let me tell you something. You know, a Chick-fil-A date is right up my alley. So I can't throw shade on the millennials.
You got the right person to weigh in.
Absolutely delicious. I think that would be a great choice. Starbucks date I take a little bit of an issue with. right? That seems a little chintzy, unless you get the protein pack.
Why are the kids doing this, though?
One of the protein drinks. I don't know. I think it's like safe. You know, they can go there. You're at the Starbucks. You might meet someone else.
Plug in a laptop.
You never know. Free Wi-Fi. Oh my.
So I have an 18-year-old, and you know, I let him use the credit card, and I see all these. I see Starbucks. I see, you know, all the different various food chains, Chipotle. The charges coming through. That's all they do. They go from one fast food chain to... No, they're meeting each other at these places.
They're hanging out with
friends. It's going on a lot of dates you didn't know about.
And it's easier
because it used to be the Dairy Queen and the 7-Eleven.
They don't have to talk to each other. They can just kind of do text hello, goodbye, what's
going
on.
They will literally be in the same spot, but they're texting each other.
Yep.
Instead of looking at each other in the face and having a real conversation.
Kids these days.
We got it all figured out, don't we?
Well,
do you guys have any resolutions?
Yeah, make life easier. But Bolling and I just keep taking on new assignments, right? He's in for Riley this week. I'm in for Hannah.
He's been killing it.
Yeah, so we'll see. We're going to see. I'm going to do more Kimberly's Food Court because I think it's the way to warm the heart.
I really think there should be a Kimberly's cookbook.
I think so, too.
You have to put, I mean, she's the biggest foodie in the world. She's good. She knows what's good. She knows what she likes. Yeah. People want to hear what you like.
I think it's true, Bolling. It's a very good idea. Like my amazing Boston friends.
Can I be your agent?
Yes.
I had a little apron. Cook it with Kimberly.
Yeah.
That's very cute.
I want to be the agent to this book deal.
I made salami sandwiches.
We will be partying with Kimberly and Eric Saturday night.
Great.
Everyone can do that. You don't want to miss it. It starts 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Kimberly and Eric actually come on 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
10 to 1.
10 to 1?
They made us 3
hours.
I know, but Bolling, I know what happened. Maybe they think we're like getting tired.
Sorry, we just
they didn't tell you about it. They made the change.
They cut us back. They have an extra hour.
Jesse Waters demanded it.
Oh, he did that. He's very demanding. You know, hey, by the way, I'm Jesse. This is my New Year's Eve world right here.
We're all living in Waters' world.
That's the shout out right there.
Happy New Year. We'll be watching you.
We're going to send Bolling after.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, guys.